Alright, gentlemen, welcome. Distant from Vijay Warriors and Hassan from Comets. It's going to be another exciting T-10 game today from DCL Field Oakton. Toss time.
Heads is it?
Heads it is, and Comets won the toss.
Yeah, we're gonna back first.
Good luck, good luck to Comets and good luck to Warriors.
तो उस पे कहाँ आपने बैटिंग करी थी बॉलिंग करी थी
Alright, Jay.
We'll catch up. Yeah, thank you.
नेचर के लोग
I think when he walked off the field, it was like he might be back. Comets when it was batting first. Batting first.
I'd welcome everyone to the DCL T-10 tournament. It's the DCL T10 tournament 2023 with the Comets taking on the VA Warriors. Both teams. Warriors at the moment though on top of the points table as far as net run rate goes, but both have 2 games, 2 wins. One of their streaks today though will end. Comets winning the toss, deciding to bat first. And there's their captain out in the middle, Hassan Rashad. Along with him, Hamad. It's 12 for no loss after the first. Now the second over about to commence. We've got a deep third man and a square leg back. And the bowler here just not getting his run up on that. It was Hamad. Just waiting a bit. And there's a in place. Oh, and this time that's gone up in the air. Just over mid-on. And it's going to run away into the boundary for 4 as well. So Junaid Nadir greeted into the attack with a boundary. And now they're here now under some pressure. His first ball flicked away nicely over mid-on. Almost carried to that man, but just past him. This is a T10 game, so both these batsmen looking to be aggressive here in the power play. Throughout the innings, the power play just lasting 3 overs with the field restrictions. We already saw Hassan at the other end with a maximum, and now Hamad as well, picking up a boundary. Malhotra, the captain of the Warriors, at slip as this one's hit down the ground. And gonna pick up a maximum on that occasion, so an excellent way to start this over off. Well as the innings for Hamad and the Comets. And some pressure on Junaid Nadir now. 10 off the first 2. So Nadir here going for some runs early on. Oh, and this time short, pulled away. There is a man at the deep, but it's gonna beat him. And we'll just wait for that call on the boundary, a maximum. It's gonna be a boundary just inside the boundary ropes. Hamad looking really good here in the play. This time, Nadir is full of deliveries. We're going for some runs. Decided to pull his back, but the same result. Oh, and that's much better. Swing and a miss. So Junaid now this time just angling that one back in swing. Oh, and this time that's gone up in the air. Cries of catch it. But it's gonna fall in no man's land. Just making a space for a couple of runs. Some awkward bounce there. As far as that throw goes back to the keeper. Thighs behind the stop. Oh, and another swing against swing here from Junaid, just getting it back into the batsman. And with that, it's going to be the end of the 16 from it. And after 2, 28 for no loss are the Comets. Right, some changes here as we've got the first ball change. Massive change. Tip taken out. This time, a premeditated scoop. That's some good adjustment from Asif. And Rashad, they're not able to connect on that innovation. Long on, deep mid wicket, the two back. And it's very interesting there. They've got a point, backward point, a very square third man inside the ring, and a fine third man inside the ring. So you've got coordinates. The first one, and then three more there. So well, the ball that Rashad just looks to guide on. That's why he was looking to play over fine leg. This one though, it's gone straight here. Lothra underneath it, and he'll take the catch. So the first wicket now down as L have to go. Mohammad, a huge wicket that the hard hitting Ehsan Rashad, he's gone early. Hit a good looking maximum this time though. A bit of a top edge, went straight up in the air, a long way up, and well judged catch at the edge of the circle. So with that, the first one down, 28 for 1 now, with 4 to go in the third. Mohammad Asif, some good bowling. And now the left-handed Wahab side strides out to the middle, replacing Ehsan, and Sahil, a very experienced player. He's a good batsman here, someone who can anchor the innings, hit a couple of good looking shots as well. Sahil is a quality all-rounder. We'll see his abilities with the ball, with the spin bowling that he has a bit later, but now with the bat. Coming in at number 3 here. Asif continuing over the wicket, so angling it across the left-handed side. This one though, down the leg side. Oh, and they're going to get an overthrow as well. Chance at the keeper's end. Throws to the bowler. And in the end, they'll scamper across for a single. And that brings Hamad out to the middle, and it seems that last ball was a bit of glove on it, perhaps, falling short of the keeper. And this one down the leg side and signaled a wide by the umpire. On to 30 now. With that is the score for the Comets. And this time, let's hit away out into the deep and sails over the boundary. So a maximum now for Hamad. And with that, on to 27 he goes. It was turning out to be a good over from Asif. Now with that maximum, just spoiling his figures a bit, is Hamad, who's looking good. 27 from just 12 deliveries. Playing a very good knock here, getting his team off to a good start in the power play. This time a good Yorker just squeezed out towards deep mid wicket. And just settling for the single are the two batsmen. And this time that's cut away. Past the fielders in the infield, racing away towards the boundary. Won't quite get there. Oh, it's going to be an overthrow as well, but no, got some good backing up there done. And so with those couple of runs, it will be the last ball. So 3 overs done now, 41 for 1 are the Comets. Now another bowling change, the 4th bowler to be introduced by the Warriors. Joni Gotra into the attack, as it will be time for some spin here, right as the power play is done. Oh, and this time, an excellent delivery to start off. Just past the outside edge of Hamad. And this time it down the ground and straight back to him. So there's the wicket, as Hamad will have to go and Joni Gotra has struck. A huge wicket that is. Hamadi was looking good, 30 from just 14. Once again looking to take the Comets on, and he's hit this one right back to the bowler. So with that, the 2nd wicket now falling for the Comets. Right, Anis Rahman now the new man in. As that's short, it's going to be pulled away. And they're just going to come back for a couple of runs. Anis with that getting off the mark. Oh, this one's just driven, but straight to the man it covers. Oh, and this one right back over the bowler's head. Is long on though, and long off as well, so just a single it'll be. Final ball now of this Joni Gotra over, as he steps across, looking to scoop it over. That's a shot Wahab sides played on multiple occasions in previous games. This time though, not getting it quite right. And with that, the end of the 4th over, just 3 in a wicket from it. And after 44 for 2 are the Comets. Now I've got Jaskaran Malhotra into the attack. The fifth bowler to be used. And that one just falling short of Asif at third man. As they'll scamper across for a single, the two batsmen. With that, Wahab side now on the strike. And now some changes being made for the left-hander there by the captain Malhotra and the bowler as well. Now for Wahab side, what you've done is you've got a deep backward square leg as well as a fine leg inside the circle. So really trying to limit Wahab side scoop shots. You've got a slip in place as well, who's a bit back than traditional. This one though just being played towards square leg. They'll pick up a single. This one's just going to be hit out straight towards point. It's just a single is taken. Just a bit of an outside edge towards a backward point, not a single taken, so just a few singles we can see in this over. It's been a good one for the Warriors. Couple more balls to go. Malhotra, he really has bowled well. This time a bit short. Just hit out towards the man in the deep. Malhotra now, final ball of his first. We'll see if he can just finish it off well. And exactly that, just a 5 run over that. And after 5, 49 for 2 are the Comets. Johnny Gotra continuing. Starts off with one a bit short. Just out towards the man in the deep as they'll come through a single. Or a couple of runs rather. And Gotra now, his first over was good. Picked up a wicket, just conceding the 3 runs. He's got a slip in place here. This one's just managed into the leg side. Another single taken. So the run between the wickets has been good from the Comets, but this being a T10 game, really looking to find the boundary a bit more. Forsyth here once again just looking to block out that leg side. This one though just slipping out of Gotra's hand and it's going to run away towards the boundary. So 5 wides that'll be called. And Comets will absolutely take that. This one very wide on the offside. So Gota overcompensating. Full toss is driven out towards deep covers. The Warriors have got quite with the ball here in these last 4 overs. For the ones after this, Malhotra still got 1 left. Probably bowl. You've got Muhammad Asif, Omer. Gautam as well, as this one cut away out towards deep cover point. This over has been a bit expensive. It's gone for 11 with a couple of balls still. This one's just guided just a point. Defended into the offside was Wahab's side. Final ball now for Gotra today, as that's just going to be cut away straight to point though. Chance of a run out, but the umpire not interested there at square leg, so Anis, he'll survive for now. It's a win at the end of 6 overs and 61 for 2 or the Comets. Jaskaran Malhotra continuing his first over, none for 5. It's a really good one. Looking to get amongst the wickets now. I'd really like to break this partnership we're starting to build right before the death overs here. There's 4 more to left in this innings. The side backs away. Cut straight to point though. And that's single taken. But a couple of bounces out to long off. So looking to go air there, Anis seeing that intent now as we move towards the close of the innings. Just a bit of an under edge there towards point. Another good over this is turning out to be from Malhotra. Just gone for the 3 till now. And this time an outside edge, running away. And it's going to go to the bounce as well. So a bit unlucky there for Malhotra and the Warriors, but Comets will absolutely take that. Outside edge, just flying past the keeper. Third man, well too square to get to it. And so boundary just spoil the figures of Jaskaran. Oh, and this time a full toss. Hit down the ground, long on. Sails well over him, that. So a boundary off an outside edge, but this time he's got it right off the middle as Anis. And depositing it over long on. So 10 off the last 2 years, and with that into the 70s are the Comets. The ball of the 7th coming up now. It's a very good delivery. And going further and just a single. And with that hitting strike, and after 7, 75 for 2 are the Comets. Oman now into the attack. Bowling the 8th over here. Usually we see him bowl a couple in the power play, but this time introduced death. Interesting strategy here from the Warriors, as he's in with a couple of good looking shots. Once again goes after it, and this time even bigger that. So a maximum to greet Omer into the attack by Anis, and a very good looking shot that was. Omer now under some pressure. This time up in the air, but just out towards deep mid wicket. Omer very well after that initial delivery, which was quite the maximum for Anis. Did a long way over. Side there, that leg side is quite spread out. Just the fine leg inside the circle. That's just past the outside edge. Something the Warriors could consider is moving leg in the circle, square legs. That one's gone up in the air and straight to the man at long on. So with that side, we'll have to go 7 of 12 deliveries, and he walks back here with just a couple of overs remaining. That is a huge wicket. Could have been very destructive in the death, as we've seen time and time again. Having to go this time though, as Omer has struck. He's amongst the wickets now. Third one falling for the Comets. Still in a good position, 82 for 3 with 14 balls to go. Should be able to cross 100 as the new man in, Faisal Khan. Very experienced player. Usually we see at the top opening batting. Today though, in at number 5. Joining Anis out in the middle. He's played really well, 28 from just 15 deliveries. But for now, Faisal on strike to face Omer. Start Starts off with one on a good length outside off. And just missing that cut there, Faisal. Final ball now coming up of the 8th over. That's a bit short, angling into him. And a bit high up on the bat, but just out towards covers for that single. With that, the end of the over, 8 and a wicket from it. And after 8, 83. Junaid not there now. This first over a bit expensive, none 16. That one's just hit out towards the man. And just for that single, getting a Nissan to strike now is Faisal. Up in the air. There's a couple of fielders out in the deep. One it's going to be put down in the end. Oh, did that tough part running to his left, but just spills it in the end. Popping right out of his hands, and the other fielder not able to take. This one's a good Yorker, just squeezed out towards backward point. And just another single taken. A good over this is turning out to be. First 3 balls have gone just the 4. $87 for 3 here. 9 balls to go in the innings. As this one's flicked away. Here's a man out in the deep square leg. And does really well to stop that. Come back for a couple of runs. Warriors, they'd be happy keeping the Comets under triple figures. It is a T-10 game, this. That's just out to long on for that single. Getting a Nissan to strike. With that into the 90s now are the Comets. And Junaid, he's just got one more ball in this over. Which has gone for the 7. Now Malhotra just having a chat with his bowler. Interesting to see what another bowls here for this final ball of his today. A bit quicker, that just helps it on its way past fine leg and runs away into the 4. To an excellent way to finish the over for Anis. And that one going for 11 there, and after 9, 96 for 3 of the Comets. $94 for 3 Comets here with the boundary. And just one more over to go now in this innings. Mohammad Asif now brought back 1 for 13 off his first. Swing and a miss to start off. This one's just going to be down the leg side and a wide signal. Time goes for that big heave into the leg side and well over the boundary. That so the first maximum of a Faisal in the game, and with that the score up to 101 now, so into triple figures. Or the Comets 101 for 3. 4 balls to go here. Can they get to 110 now? On a slower ball, that's some smart bowling from Asif. Faisal once again looking to go down the ground, but this time just missing out on it. Now Asif comes in again. Oh, and that's gone up in the air. There is a man out in the deep, but it's gonna fall short of him. Some good work out in the deep though. Just keeping it to a couple of runs. So saving 2 runs for his side. Just parrying it back in the field of play. 2 balls now left in the innings. On a full toss, hit away, and just a deep square leg once again. A single from that. Getting Anis on to strike now for the final ball. This over, it's gone for 10 till now as Asif runs in. On a swing and a miss there. And a chance of a run out at the bowler's end. And so with that, the 10 overs done for the Comets. 104 for 3 is where they end. And so 105 needed for the VA Warriors. In what should be quite the chase here. Comets, they've put up a huge total. And do join us in just a few minutes to see if the VA Warriors can chase down here. Welcome back everyone to the DCL T-10 tournament. Where we've got the Comets taking on the VA Warriors. And needing 105 to win from their 10 overs. Both their openers, Ritwik Behra on strike, Malhotra at the non-strikers end. Towards a backwards point, and with that single, they'll be up and running. Will Warriors and Ritwik off the mark. Wahab side opening the attack for the Comets. And a pretty big total this is to chase down for the Warriors. 105 win here. The Comets played exceptionally well, 104 for 4 in their 10 overs. Malhotra is just going to hit this one straight to mid-on. This opening partnership is really crucial here for the VA Warriors, the two US internationals. Ritwik still a young player, Malhotra though much more experienced. Has a couple of records for his name as well. And he'll pick up a couple of runs from that to mark. And both these players, if they're set, they can really be very destructive. Power as well as they look to get going. So overall, very destructive players, these two. And the Warriors will need them to off. They're to chase this total down today. This is just an inside edge towards fine leg. Another couple of runs they'll pick up from. And this time swept away over the infield, and it's gonna into the boundary. So the first boundary now for this Warriors innings, and it's off the bat of Jaskaran Malhotra. Going a bit fuller there, Wahab side, down on one knee. And over the infield that went. So one more ball now remaining in this first over. And he's going to hit it down the ground, past. And once into the ropes before. So with that, the end of the first over. Back-to-back boundaries to finish it off, and 13 for no. 1 of the Warriors. Adnan now into the attack. Into Behra. And that's gone cut over the field. And running away. The call boundary, and it's going to be 4. So a boundary now for Ritwik to start the over off this time. Going a bit too short. Adnan wide as well. And Behra not a player to miss out on that. Good start. They're getting off to a quick start. The VA Warriors. And this time over mid-on once again. And running the chase on. And over the boundary in the end as well. So back-to-back boundaries now. We've seen 4 consecutive boundaries here from Virginia Warriors. Really looking to take the attack to the Comets early on. And some pressure on them now. Adnan this time adjusting his line. Line the but still taking time down the ground, well over, and he'll pick up a maximum. Will Rivera, huge six is the first of the innings, and with that up to 27 now is the score. 14 off the first 3 of this over, and Adnan now under some pressure. Ritwik, he's looking good today. 15 from just 4 deliveries. Adnan, where does he go now? And that's an excellent delivery. Gets the Yorker right, a bit slower as well. And just the dot ball. This time once again over the outside. And a couple of bounces racing away into the boundary. So Adnan changing his line and length there, going back to that wide delivery, which really hasn't worked out for him today. So making use of the power play in these field restrictions is bare at the moment. We saw it from Malhotra in the last over. Final ball of the second though, as that's